Hey everyone, welcome back. This is part 6. Last video we finished tests and security. Now it's time for user documentation. And the obvious choice for an Atlassian app is Confluence. We're already in the ecosystem. Confluence won't work. The free plan blocks anonymous access. Every reader has to log in to see your public docs, which kills the whole point of public docs. So I asked Claude for free alternatives that actually allow anonymous access. 5 came back: Gitbook, Notion, MKDocs on GitHub Pages, README, Mintlify. I picked Notion. I'd been hearing about it for a while as the main competitor to Confluence. Felt like a good excuse to finally try it. So I tell Claude, let's go with Notion. Create the doc pages for me. A couple of minutes later, 8 markdown files in a docs folder. Overview, getting started, bulk operations, presets, scheduled, admin and logs, pricing, troubleshooting. Numbered with leading zeros so they sort correctly when imported. Now I need to get those files into Notion. I ask Claude to write a script for it, something repeatable I can run for the other apps too. Claude says, to use the Notion API, I need a workspace first. So I go to Notion to create one, and I can't find the button. And Claude walks me through it. Click the workspace name at the top of the sidebar, not where you'd expect, and the switcher opens. Scroll to the bottom for join or create workspace. So I create a workspace, and then accidentally create another one, and another one. 3 workspaces, same name. Off to a great start. Back to Claude. How do I rename and clean up? Claude walks me through it. Open Settings, go to General, edit the name field. Changes save automatically. The same panel has a danger zone at the bottom. Delete workspace gets rid of the empty duplicates. While I'm there, I ask the bigger question. 1 workspace for all 10 apps, or 1 per app? Claude says 1 workspace. Publishing in Notion is per page, not per workspace. Each app gets its own public URL. The workspace is just a container. Users never see it. Workspace exists. I go to Notion's My Integrations page and create the integration. And immediately, to copy the token, Notion makes me reveal it on screen first, which is the opposite of how secrets should work. The whole point of hiding a token is that you don't want it visible. Forcing me to reveal it just to copy it means the token ends up in screen recordings, screenshots, anything behind me on the display. Bad UX from a security standpoint. Anyway, reveal, copy, paste into Claude Code. Can you create the pages? Claude needs 2 things from me first. The parent page ID. Notion's API can't create at the workspace root. It needs a parent. And the integration has to be explicitly connected to that page. Without that, every API call returns 404. That's Notion's permission model. Per page, explicit. I create a BulkOps page, paste the URL, Claude extracts the ID and runs the script, 404. But the error is informative. The token works. The integration just doesn't have access to the page yet. Exactly the failure mode Claude warned about 30 seconds earlier. Claude tells me, open the page, click the 3 dots, connections, type the integration name, confirm. So I go to do it. And there are 2 different connections menus in Notion. The first one I find doesn't show the integration I just created. The second one shows it, but says, already added. Already added where? Not to this page because the API call just failed. Took me a while to figure out, the second menu is the right one. 2 places to look. Misleading labels. More bad Notion UX. I click through, confirm, Claude reruns. 8 pages created. I refresh Notion, all there in the sidebar. But the docs are text only, which is fine for pricing or troubleshooting, but getting started without screenshots? Useless. Now I need screenshots. I ask Claude to take them itself. Claude says it can't. No way to drive a browser, no way to log into Jira, no screen capture. So Claude proposes a split. I take the screenshots, it does everything else. I capture 12 screens. Issue Navigator, the action menu, presets, scheduled, admin logs. Drop them into Claude Code, just add them. Claude figures out where each one belongs, updates the markdown with image references, extends the import script to handle Notion's 2-step file upload API, archives the existing pages, recreates them with images embedded inline. Refresh. Getting started. 3 screenshots walking through the first run. Presets, 5. Scheduled, 2. Admin, 2. Pages without a natural place for an image stay text only. And the whole thing is reproducible. Markdown plus images in the repo. 1 command resyncs. For the other 9 apps, same script, different parent ID. Last step. The whole reason I did this, getting a public URL for the marketplace listing. Open the parent page, share, top right, switch to the Publish tab, click Publish. A public Notion site URL appears. And here's the nice part, you only publish the parent. All 8 subpages are reachable through it automatically, each with its own URL too. 1 toggle, whole doc site exposed. In the next video, we publish the app on the Atlassian marketplace. Pricing tiers, listing screenshots, support details, privacy policy, the whole submission all the way through to going live. If you've shipped a marketplace app before, what tripped you up the most? Drop it in the comments. See you in the next video.